everything.
The Hurricane Pike Rupture! Absolute destruction coming out from Liquid. Solo, beautiful feed grip onto Mugi. Rampage for no one. GG is called.
Welcome back, guys. Our second and final day of qualification here for ESL One Hamburg 2018. We're doing the EU qualifiers, Lacoste.
Yes, we are, Gareth. It's EU and old CIS region, at least for this event. So it's combined into one region this time.
All in one package. Espada up against Team Spirit. We saw Spirit yesterday. Looked pretty good. Overall game plan, overall draft seemed pretty nice, but they've got some interesting little ideas. You know, the Necro position 5 really tickled me. But you take a look at this instantly. Espada have not banned the Wraith King as Alliance did in every game against Spirit, so that means Skitter will get probably his signature hero now. It used to be Chaos Knight with Midas, now it's Wraith King.
Yeah, I remember his Midas CK every single game. Doesn't matter if he's winning the lane, losing the lane, it's always Hand of Midas just farming with his ulti up, farming the Ancients, not participating in fights. Wraith King is a hero that needs to be in the fights. Even though in one of those games yesterday, he did not participate. He had a free farm. I don't think they took reincarnation from him in the first, 15 minutes. He didn't even use it.
Oh no, he got to level 2 reincarnation before using it once.
Yeah, this is the ugly face that I like to see, and I'm not talking about your face. That's Undying right there. And I just love that hero. The introduction of talents actually made this hero to be strong.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the introduction of talents kind of balanced that whole, you know, heroes had difficulties kind of transitioning from, you know, being an early game monster into being relevant at all in the mid game, and that was his big problem, right? It's like, oh, I've got a tombstone, and people click it, and you're like, well, I don't anymore. Now, what is it, +7 attacks at level 20? He's got tombstone on death, he's got reincarnation at 25. His, like, that kind of trifecta of talents from 10 all the way up to 20 really, really are lovely on the hero.
Yeah, I just love the hero. He's the lane bully. 2-1-2, you barely lose a lane. He can be played as 4 or position 5. He doesn't fit any other role.
Keeper of the Light. Don't often see him. Decent against the PL. Got a bit of wave clear, bit of a way to stop people diving under your towers. But it often feels like Kotzel is reasonably greedy. You know, he needs levels, but he also needs a decent amount of farm to really do what the hero is meant to.
Yeah, I don't think position 5 Keeper of the Light works, to be honest. He, as you mentioned, needs a lot of farm, needs a 4-staff Glimmer Cape before he can transition into heavy AoE damage dealer / healer during daytime with Aghanim Scepter. And this is the hero that Espada has been playing a lot. In the recent series yesterday, they against Windstrike. Yeah, they had Ogre in all 3 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they sure did. And they've been running it off lane as well, haven't they? BCC's been grabbing it or playing it in this kind of, you know, 3.5 role, right? You get some itemization, you allow your 4 a bit of farm as well. Spread the love with that Ogre, but we'll be banned out by Spirit. Phantom Lancer, you know, we often just kind of skirt over the fact that Diffusal Blade is very good against the Wraith King. I think the majority of people already know that, but it's always worth touching on. Is as that game progresses, sure enough, Wraith King can go for that Radiance build, and he'll, you know, deal with the PL in some ways, but he's always going to struggle until he reaches that mana cost talent.
Yes, we go back to the talents. I think this is going to be the lane that they're going to play together, Wraith King plus Keeper of the Light. Chakram plus to lower the cooldown on his stun. Also,
he can just double fire them, can't he?
10 seconds
he can't.
Remaining.
Or is it like like a 2-second? Because it's 4-second reduction, right?
Yeah, but they reduced the cooldown on his. I mean, they increased the cooldown on Wraith King's stun. That's the problem. It decreases per levels, but it's still not gonna be enough to cast it 2 times in a row. Also, Keeper of the Light does extremely well with the Blinding Light against Phantom Lancer illusions. If you combine that with Radiance, which Wraith King is probably gonna try to buy it.
Yeah, like at the very least it forces Doppelganger just to try and get rid of the blinding light. So with Kotl in recent times, Team Spirit have picked up a lot of Weaver. Wraith King and Weaver with Kotl. They like a bit of Zeus here and there. And very often they look towards Biver as this kind of teamfight control, because Kotl doesn't give you any of that, right? Gives you a bit of lane prowess, gives you that split push global mobility. But I think for Biver here, I want someone with a bunch of stuns. I want an Earthshaker or a Tusk, someone that can start fights with the Wraith King and just get up in the face of their opponents. But when you're against an Undying, how do you kind of factor in, you know, running around in the laning phase and trying to deal with him?
I'm just thinking about the ways to counter the Wraith King before he gets level 20. One of the better counters is Quaswax Invoker, so he can burn his mana.
Well, so far, no one really here on Spirit that can hit the egg, and that Mirana ban from themselves might hurt them a little bit.
Oh,
And that's
yeah,
the
that's the
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker that you mentioned.
Against PL, against Undying, gives you a lot of stuns. I think it is the perfect pick in that slot.
I'm not sure if Espada plays Invoker, but looks like a really good Quaswax Invoker game, judging by just these 3 heroes that Team Spirit has right now. They're probably not going to pick it right away. Can save it for the last pick.
ILTW definitely plays it right. He's the classic Tinker Invoker, you know, cancerous hero, man.
Oh man, what a lane. They're not gonna die. Look at these heroes. Treant Protector heal, Phoenix Sunray, Undying heal during the mid game. So who's gonna play position 3 here? It's not gonna be Undying, it's either Phoenix or Treant.
Yeah.
Probably Phoenix. OG runs Treant Protector as position 3, but I think Phoenix suits off lane more than Treant does.
We'll see which way around they go for it. Team Spirit with the Storm for 9. So they're showing their mid laner now. Maybe a little scared it was going to get banned by Espada. There really isn't that much lockdown on them,
Yeah.
is there? You know, they've got the Overgrowth and the Supernova. That combo is really nice. We've seen it a ton. But they don't have any real consistent ways to disable that Storm at all.
5 seconds remaining.
We did see the Invoker yesterday do pretty damn well with a, you know, Cold Snap into Tornado, into the Meatball.
I think Team Spirit is going to ban out that Invoker after the Storm Spirit pick. If you just use Tornado, Cold Snap, Urn, or / Spirit Vessel, Storm can't zip.
Final ban from Espada, though. Likely a hero to lane with the Earthshaker.
I loved what Team Spirit did. They saw an opportunity to play Storm Spirit because they have 0 lockdown. The only root mechanic they have is Treant Protector with his Nature's Guise or ulti, which is really not enough against the Storm Spirit.
Get it in early. And then Spirit left probably with a Hestajo hero to take up. I mean, Weaver was first phase banned by Espada. Enchantress now removed. I'm wondering about the Legion Commander here. Dispel against the Fiery Spirits. You've got a decent AoE nuke against those PL illusions through your overwhelming odds.
Oh, that's a good point. I see a lot of Chinese teams. They're kind of running Legion Commander as a, I'm gonna call it counter to PL.
Definitely not. I mean, it's Hester Joe's, you know, signature hero going back many a year. Definitely one that's in his playbook. What are the other heroes that Team Spirit are maybe afraid of? You know, you've mentioned the Invoker there. Is Tinker a worry for them?
I think they need to ban something that has more lockdown protection early on. Tinker needs Sight of Wise to control the Storm Spirit, and Storm Spirit is a natural counter to Tinker, so I don't think they're gonna ban it out. They could ban out Lina, maybe. Lina does well against Storm.
Taking their sweet time over it. Yeah, Tiny already banned out. I was wondering about him, where he's gone to.
I mean, they can always go for Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit... I've seen Ember Spirit lose the lane against the Storm because he just removes his shield with Remnant. Now it could be a different thing because they reduce the damage on Remnants, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check real quick.
I've also seen some Embers go for Sleight of Fist at like level 2. So they can dodge the first couple of Remnants. Make sure their shield doesn't get
they
popped.
reduce the damage on Remnants by 20 per each level.
Only 10 seconds left. Team Spirit taking their final ban down to the wire. This is game 1 in a best of 3, of course, and it's a Dragon Knight ban.
Okay, that's a reliable stun.
He would have
Or
been
a Storm
unkillable
Spirit.
as well.
Good choice of a ban as well, I gotta say. Imagine having a Dragon Knight as a frontliner with all that heal. They don't have physical damage in 4 of their heroes.
Sunray, Living Armor, and Soul Rip, with PL illusions around.
10 seconds.
That Dragon Knight would have survived absolutely everything.
I would love someone on Team Spirit's team to make Spirit Vessel, but they don't have, good call, Gary, they don't have the hero for it. Like, Earthshaker is not making it, Keeper of the Light doesn't suit him.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen a couple of offlaners kind of shift into it, but I don't, you know, both Legion and Earthshaker in that very similar boat where they want Blink Dagger reasonably early.
I mean, Earthshaker can make it after his Blink Dagger, because the heal is gonna be the problem.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Espada, 20 seconds left. Final pick to round out their draft. Invoker still feels like the best hero here. Tornado can be annoying against the Legion duel. You've got Disables against the Earthshaker Storm. You've got combo breakers. I didn't expect that. Frontliner with all that heal. Huskar for Espada.
Oof. This is better than Huskar Oracle or Huskar Dazzle. When they get the levels during the mid game, the amount of heal is gonna be insane. Like now that Huskar is picked with his Inner Vitality, they need to build Spirit Vessel definitely. I mean, Wraithen can build one, but then
you can.
Yeah, but then you don't have anything against Phantom Lancer. That's the problem.
This is definitely a Blade Mail game as well for Legion and Wraith King probably against the Huskar. I love Huskar. It's a little bit scary picking it into 2 physical damage cores and Storm, who can just escape from your life break if he's got the mana for that Ball Lightning. But it definitely feels like one of those drafts that, you know, 15, 16 minutes in, they're like, oh yeah, we've got Armlet, we've got level 2 or 3 Living Armor, we've got Fiery Spirits and Sunray. Let's go tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. Oh, all the towers have died. Let's do let's kill all the tier 2s. It's one of those flick the switch and then systematic destruction of your opponents, because Team Spirit need items. We've gone over this. They need their blinks, they need their blade mails, and Storm is definitely one of those heroes that needs to go from, you know, item A to item C very quickly. Kaya, Orchid, and maybe the Bloodstone, we'll see what he decides, but the laning phase feels very important for Team Spirit to not flop.
Storm Spirit is gonna have a real problem in a mid lane against Huskar.
Team Spirit don't feed. That's your game plan for the first 10 minutes.
I'm really freaking out.
That's the best voice line in the game as well, by the way. I'm really freaking out.
So it's actually gonna be a 3 as position 3. 6 tangos, a flask, stout shield. He has 0 armor though, so the way Seb plays him as an offlaner, he doesn't skill Nature's Guise. He goes for Leech Seed and Living Armor, so more sustain, more heal on that lane.
It's like max Living Armor by level 7, right?
Yeah.
Get as much of that heal as you possibly can.
So Chakra level 4, 6-second cooldown reduction.
30
Yeah, you can
seconds
almost
to
use Wraith King stun
There's
twice
that
in a row. Yeah.
2-second little break there, little bridge between them. So Bounty Runes, Espada going for the double bottom, or at least scouting out to see if they can. ILTW being eyed up by the Legion. and the Earthshaker. Skitter and FNG, you're a little bit tentative about the bounty rune top, but they see BZZ coming. Let's see what happens down bottom, though. These bounty runes being run at here by Team Spirit. Let's see, Earthshaker and Legion. They get one of the two down bottom. Misha does grab the one under the nose of Biver, though.
So 2-2 in the end. I just want to see what Storm Spirit is going to be able to do against Huskar on mid.
Jungle.
Probably just go jungle
Yeah.
level 3-4.
It really is going to be the way of things, isn't it?
Oh, he has Berserker's Blood level 1.
Yeah, this is something that I don't know who exactly started it, but the first time I saw it in an official was Ori, that when he was playing Huskar mid. So he basically just doesn't care about his Burning Spears. He like tries to tank a few creeps to get to like 70% HP, and he just hit. So it allows you to like double tap to deny like a range creep in between hits from your opponent.
So draw a creep aggro, get yourself to low HP. Oh, he's already level 2.
There's level 2. And now Storm is in real trouble.
Well, good for Storm. The lane is going to push onto his side of the map, so at least he's going to get the XP.
Yeah, double range creep heading his way. So top lane BZZ Leech Seed level 1 Immersion with the Fiery Spirits up against the Wraith King and Kotl. Bottom, Undying and Phantom Lance are getting run at here by the Legion and Earthshaker, but Biver's taken a lot of damage. Undying with this decay, 16 drops down to 12, but the one punch man of the Undying will just slap the Earthshaker into the ground.
You should always be careful about Undying, lowering your stats. Okay, who's getting that heal? Treant himself on top lane.
Immersion takes a massive chunk of damage from that Illuminate. They've got their magic sticks though. Get some charges going.
Nyx on a mid lane just needs to control the lane right now. And Storm can't get close.
Yeah, sitting at like 60% HP. This is where you want to be. Throw those spears out. Biver, again, double decay comes in from Misha. What's he up to now? 1100 HP with 16 strength stolen. Fisher is good though. Does Hastajo have the overwhelming odds? But it's not enough damage as Misha soul rips and walks it all off. Both of these side lanes running out of regen very quickly though. Everyone just kind of busting it out to try and force some austerity in these lanes. Immersion stunned, still level 1. But the Fiery Spirits make sure that Skitter cannot hit him with the big old sword. How's 9 doing now? 7-1, 13-5, so he's getting doubled up on. A bit of a thinking about the Fisher there, but Inner Vitality already ready for Nyx. And that's the other thing. The old Huskar builds used to be like 1-4-4, right? Now it's more about the 4-4-1.
Yeah, you don't need to max Berserker's Blood. Inner Vitality is so good to have early on.
Especially if, I know Ritsu likes to do it, the Soul Ring build, so you can spam Inner Vitality absolutely non-stop, reduce your HP to get the attack speed. It looks like Nyx is, oh, he's already got it, yeah. Soul Ring, Bracer, move into the phase boots.
So as discussed, Storm level 3/4 is going to move to jungle because he can't lane against the Huskar.
This is where he belongs. Until he hits level 6 or so, maybe he can come back then. Nobody's coming into mid. Huskar just completely free farming in this mid lane. They need to keep Earthshaker bottom to allow Hastajo to sit in lane. And of course, Kotl doing his wonderful work at top, hitting that 2-man Illuminate. A Skitter going in onto Treant. Living armor with 10 stick charges means that BZZ should be fine. And he will be A-okay. FNG going a little bit deep here, hiding in behind the trees. Another Illuminate. The deny on the range creep. That's so much damage towards Immersion, though. Does have the Icarus dive. Holding on to it for now, though.
Treant Protector has the same CS as the Wraith King, so all this trade.
That Soul Rip with just Doppelganger. Like 1-1-1 build from PL. He Doppelgangers and the Soul Rip takes out the Earthshaker. Reminds me of like the Dazzle. The old Dazzle with Brood or Dazzle PL lanes. Who just have this big heal bomb.
I see more and more Dazzles being picked. I don't know if you noticed the trend. And I'm happy about it because Dazzle was kind of forgotten hero, but in these 2 versus 2 scenarios, now he's really good. He didn't have enough mana to cast any of the spells. If he got double decay, maybe he could have lived.
Playing it very close to the edge though. ILTW 5 minutes in. Shrine will be available to him as the bounty runes. Biver gets the double bot. FNG will grab one, so a 3-for-1 it looks like across the map. ILTW does have to Shrine to return to lane, but yeah, let's look back at Nyx on his Huskar. Boots, Bracer, Soul Ring, his little thrift shop of items being built up before the main one. The armlet, the primary item on that Huskar, of course. Pretty even game so far. Everyone farming very nicely, but this potentially being a kill on Skitter could turn the tide to this top lane. Illuminate does fly out with a Wraithfire Blast towards Immersion. Fiery Spirits though. Skitter with no one charges, trying to tango through it. Not enough. FNG unable to secure the kill in the back onto Immersion, who does escape. And Espada stamping their mark on this top lane as the catapult waves are coming in as well.
The thing about off-lane Treant Protector is that he gets more points in level armor early on than what you usually see from your position 4/5, and he gets the better timing on that Meteor Hammer. So he pressures the towers, has way more damage in the team fight with his ulti.
Feels good to be an Undying with an Arcane Rune. Look at him go, Misha. Biver forced to pop the stick. Undying causing all sorts of problems here against this aggressive strength melee dual lane. Obviously, taking the brunt of the damage from that Undying. Skitter again in trouble top, though. 2-1 charges. Fiery Spirits following him through. Needs to cut the tree down to escape behind his tier 1. Burning, but not dying just yet. Skitter looks like he will survive as the turnaround from Storm arrives. 9 onto BZZ. Leech Seed thrown into FNG. But I think the Treant is going to die. Eventually, 9 gets involved. First kill that he's taking part in.
Yeah, he still has the Region Rune running. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Light TP'd mid so he can get some XP while Storm Spirit continues to jungle. Keeper of the Light not really threatened by a Huskar because he can cast Illuminate from far away.
Just hide in the trees. Don't show yourself. Another dive up top. Are they going on Wraith King again? Being left alone now, Storm and Kotl have retreated from the top lane. Skitter, he might just be able to survive this, you know, with the wand, with the tango running, the burning fire from the spirits, not enough to take him down. Ever so close, though, as BZZ dives a little bit under the tower.
Yeah, meanwhile, Misha just went between tier 1 and tier 2 tower on the bottom and suicided. He had no mana, buys the items, and just suicides.
Nice. And then he comes in and salves ILTW, so PL can stay in lane. Misha straight back into the action, but caught between 3 heroes potentially now. Tombstone down on the low ground. FNG trying to focus it. Hester Joe pressed back. Undying with the decay and the soul rip. Doppelganger over from ILTW, unable to secure any kills. But they kept themselves alive. That's the important thing. That's a 2v3 where nobody dies.
And meanwhile, on the top lane, Treant Protector is free farming, and he has this level 3 living armor, so global heal. Pretty hard to take down any of the heroes. Oh,
he got it. He bottled it. Can he escape? It looks like he can. Doppelganger up. PL thinking about getting in there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They do get the D-ward, though. A very, very tight-fought game. All these little engagements around bounty runes, everyone's just... You can feel it, right? They're poking and prodding, trying to find this little advantage just to break their opponents, at least in one of these lanes, and maybe convert it into a tower push, for example. But no one's giving in. Everyone is very steadfast. There's been really great TP reactions, I feel, from Espada as well. But is this enough momentum for the Radiant? Is this Huskar going to kick off in the next couple of minutes?
Yeah, he just needs the armlet, and then he can even threaten the Roche pit. Mid tower is getting really low, so that means if they get it, it will open up the dire jungle where Wraith King is, Storm from time to time. Okay, they're gonna go on Wraith King. He still didn't skill his ultimate.
He does have a point saved up for it if he felt they could fight around in that jungle area, but the rest of Team Spirit are down bottom, setting up maybe for the Phantom Lancer. ILTW caught, dueled, killed. Winner for Hester Joe with a Tombstone giving a bonus bit of gold towards the Dire team as well. Misha in an awful lot of trouble. Zipped upon, and 9 going from dead lane, dead time, into absolutely slaughtering his opponents. Give it to Storm. Give me the money. Hester Joe just takes the double kill. Pushes him a little closer to the Blink Dagger if he so desires.
Yeah, he also got the dual damage off. But this Huskar is gonna explode in the next couple of minutes. He is level 10, Armlet is finished. As you mentioned, Inner Vitality, level 3, Berserker's Blood. He just got an extra point in it. Oh, another good rune for Storm Spirit. He picked up 2 Region runes so far and 1 Arcane rune.
Well, Mango is there for Skitter to get that ulti going just in case he was about to drop. But Espada trying to escape now. Full retreat, but the duel is there. Catching Treant, BZZ, not going to give the win away, but still will die as 9 following through towards Immersion, finds the Phoenix in the back. Team Spirit, again, very snappy reactions from them, realizing they can't give away any free kills. Skitter has had a pretty awful game so far, looking to get into that recovery mode while the rest of his squad defending these towers and moving in towards Nyx, trying to defend this tier 1. Not really a possibility, though.
They need to start playing around Huskar. Now that he took the mid tower, he can move around the map, go into the Roche pit. But as you mentioned, during the pick phase, they have 2 good right-click, just physical damage dealers. You have a Wraith King, you have a Legion Commander, who's really good against the Huskar. And naturally builds into items that counter the Huskar. Blade Mail, Heaven's Halberd.
And the one thing Huskar hates, more than physical damage is being kited. Blinding Light, Fissure. You've got Legion with a duel. His ways of stopping him in his tracks and just focusing and bursting him. And sure enough, that last pick Huskar, with all the heal behind it, it looks good on paper potentially, but Team Spirit have outplay potential. It comes down to how well the supporting cast of Espada can play around them, though, as Treant gets caught bottom. Echo Slam there to secure the win for Hester Joe, the second duel of the game that will succeed. 9 out of mana, though, the Blinding Light pushing Nyx back. Huskar needs to chase forward, but 9 will zip. Can he TP out of here? He can! Oh, but back in Fountain. Heals back up, and they escape without losing a single hero.
That's exactly what Team Spirit needs to do. They just need to try to evade fights around the Huskar, give Wraith King some momentum to build his items to recover from the bad start that he had. Also, Storm Spirit is gonna have a good time, has a Keeper of the Light behind him with the Chakra Magic, as you saw, just to save him when he runs out of the mana.
And this right here is potentially where Huskar is wondering if he should have gone to Roshan instead of TPing bottom. So many of these mistakes, or not, sorry, that's the wrong word. So many of these decisions really can bog down in your mind thinking, if only I'd done this, if only I'd done that. Because coming bottom so far, he's killed a couple of creep waves, he's farming, but no tower, no objectives, and no team fight win. And Nyx will just rotate back in towards mid. Keep farming his side of the jungle. Scouted every step of the way, though. Dire Observer Ward, FNG, has put this down, and he sees everything.
Yeah, the Radiant, though, they only have 1 Observer Ward on the map. Just 1 on the bottom lane, which sees the tier 1 tower that they want to pressure, and that's it.
And they gave up on it. They didn't stick around bottom. Now, Legion Commander gets a free ride halfway towards Blink on top of Aquila Phase Boots. Wraith King has an armlet queued up. That's quite an interesting one. Against Huskar, PL, Phoenix. And toggling that armlet's not going to be easy at all. Might just be a placeholder item while he decides what he needs. I think Blade Mail Blink might be something to transfer into against the Huskar.
They will need more levels. More levels in Tombstone. No Sunray yet. Also, Phantom Lancer need to build his Diffusal Blade. That's the timing they want to group up and start fighting. Treant Protector is going to have that Meteor Hammer ready.
Well, that's right. We haven't seen the full combo yet from this Radiant team, right? I may have been a little bit too worried about Huskar being kited when he's got Overgrowth, Supernova, big teamfight ultis with Tombstone down. A lot of problems and a lot of just, bullshit spam stuff that Team Spirit has to deal with in these team fights.
Oh, their tower defense is so good. Illuminate plus Overwhelming Odds clears the whole creep wave.
This Kotl is starting to feel like a better and better pick as this as this game progresses, honestly. Cutting the wave now, Huskar with 3 allies nearby. Immersion scouted by the skeletons of Skitter as they wander in and give a bit of info over to Team Spirit. Bottom lane shoved out by 9. Farming jungle is Biver, moving himself into the blink on that Earthshaker. FNG gets scouted and will go for the TP home. Giving up the tier 1 top for now, but they've got so much room on the rest of this map. They've, Espada have basically forced themselves into this 5-man group up. Like you're saying, it feels like they need to do it.
Also, one problem that Team Spirit is gonna face is they're gonna lack the gold from taking the towers. There's level 4 living armor, and you're not gonna take towers anytime soon, unless you take a good team fight.
Look at 9 just trying to spam out the wave. Go creeps! Get onto the tower. They're getting a lot of space to farm creep waves, but yeah, you're absolutely right. They cannot break buildings with this treant on the map. FNG dips away from the Undying for now. We did see a Kaya picked up by the Storm. And Kotal just going to illuminate blast back this wave as best he can. Blinding Light pushes Nyx away and does give him that miss percentage chance. Tier 1 mid and bottom getting slowly but surely chipped away at. Tier 1 mid likely to die here, but ILTW is making a very swift maneuver over to defend up against Hester Joe with the Phoenix here as well. Legion might be biting off more than she can chew, but now Espada have shown 1 hero mid and potentially 2 in the next couple of seconds. Could see a fight break out.
They're pressuring 3 sides at the moment, both mid and bottom with skeletons. Top lane, they're just defending it. Oh, Storm Spirit.
Oh, 9 has found him. That's the real PL. Oh, that's the real PL. Oh, ILTW. Found. Slaughtered. Hester Joe has the blink on the courier, I believe. Yeah, it's back on the courier, so no blink duel just yet. But all this time, you know, tier 2 top does fall. Espada get an objective. Tier 1 mid is gone. 9 has got another kill. He's found Misha back in his own jungle. And then bottom tier 1, Skitter has shoved it all the way into the tower. BZZ looking for some kind of retribution here. Might pop the reincarnation. We'll see what Skitter gets up to as he tries to walk it off. BZZ sticks around to defend.
Team Spirit is playing extremely well right now. They have so much better vision on the map, so they know what Espada is doing. They took the mid tower, even though with all those efforts from 3 and trying to heal them up, they did some damage on the bottom tower, so Treant Protector will need to waste a lot of living armor on that bottom tower just to heal it up. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit continues to free farm. He didn't die once. Like 9 yesterday and today has played extremely well. That game with Ember Spirit, now Storm Spirit, loves to play those elusive heroes.
Yeah, he's had some absolutely flawless performances on these Spirit heroes in particular. So Kaya into Bloodstone is what he's deciding to go towards. And yeah. I saw the Wraith King, yeah, Blade Mail, not the armlet.
Usually I don't love the Kaya into Bloodstorm build, but this game, since they have no lockdown and he can easily just snowball with that item, it feels like a good choice. Like if he has enough mana, he can't die.
And one of the biggest issues with Storm, you know, with the Orchid Rush or even just the Kaya Orchid, is if your opponents group up as 5, you never get the solo pickoffs, right?
Yeah.
So the item becomes not worthless, but it definitely loses a lot of value, whereas Bloodstone, if the game extends out, can give you a tremendous amount of value from just that one item. So tier 1 bottom finally dies. Espada now TPing top as Storm disarmed. Halberd is here from Huskar now. Retreat as quickly as they can and get the living armor over on the tower. Bottom they're looking to fight though. In with the duel, Immersion caught. Blinding Light back and the Fisher forward means the Phoenix will need to pop the Supernova, but that Echo from Biver secures the kill. Another stun through. Skitter chains it on and 2 will fall.
They're just outplaying them right now. Diffuse Blade is finished on Phantom Lancer. That's their damage item that they need in a team fight. Extremely good against the Storm Spirit. Wraith King. I would love to see Phoenix having at least a couple of levels in Sunray in these kind of games.
Yeah.
1 level in dive is enough. 2-3 points in Fire Spirits and just heal them up with the Sunray.
It felt like that was the plan. But the Phoenix, other things on his mind, want the damage instead. But here we finally go. Roshan Espada need this so desperately. Storm Spirit 9 is not far away, has Ball Lightning. And with that Illuminate going into the pit, they know that Roshan is low. The Ball Lightning in. Nyx will grab the Aegis and the kill. Radiant lose nothing for that. But definitely one of those heart in mouth moments is bottom lane Supernova. Hester Joe TPing away and with no stuns. No way to kill him.
The only stun that they have, if someone tries to TP out, is Treant Protector ulti or Meteor Hammer charge.
Yep. Little bit awkward. Little bit awkward.
And Storm Spirit can always be on the other side of the map with Keeper of the Light, just using the recall whenever it's needed. So, game so far looks really close, but as it progresses, I think Team Spirit has way better chances of winning.
I'm just looking at FNG. I'm so used to seeing Kotl at like, 14, 15 minutes. GH is playing and he's got a 4-staff, and then 17, 18 minutes he's got 4-staff and Aghanims. And FNG playing the super hard position 5 as BZZ dusted up. Overgrowth, the Legion and the Earthshaker as they get Meteor Hammered, or at least one of them does. So Hester Joe will give over the life of the Legion for the safety of Biva.
We still didn't see any combos. The Treant Protector ulti plus Offensive Egg.
Biva secures the regen rune for 9, but with those burning spears, dies over time. Yeah, using Overgrowth there, you do get yourself a kill. Doesn't feel amazing though. 14 seconds until Supernova's back up, but you've got to wait a minute for Overgrowth. Wraithkin getting pinged out. Has his Blade Mail done. Radiant's queued. Not thinking about the blink just yet. Getting pinged and scouted though as Skitter runs back towards his tier 2. Defend up that tower. Get the farm that makes its way in. Well, that's a big item. So you've got, what, 2.5 minutes left on Aegis. Now you've got BKB coming for Huskar. Espada looking to finish this game right here, right now.
Team Spirit has really good base defense. You have Earthshaker, Keeper of the Light, you have Legion Commander, and you have Storm Spirit just threatening the other lanes.
BZZ hunting for anyone that tries to push top tier 1.
So that's a 21-minute Kaya and Bloodstone.
Not too bad, hey? Finds the Treant up top as well. TP's coming in. 9 realizes he can't get the kill there as Nyx appears.
He's just buying time.
Regen ends. 9 just makes his way all the way across the map. Not a fear in the world, not a care on the map. Good initial play there until the Fisher misses, but they've got the attack speed to bring down not only the egg, but the Undying after as well. LTW splitting out with illusions forward. Biva gets Overgrowth. Solo ulti for a solo shaker. Doesn't feel like the most amazing trade-off in the world there, especially when Spirit are on your side of the map.
Yeah, and meanwhile, on the bottom, this Keeper of the Light is also starting to get some gold.
Yay!
2,000 gold in his pockets, which means that Aghanim Scepter will be up soon. 38 damage on Legion Commander. Not too much, considering it's minute 23, but he's playing really well. Storm Spirit maybe ditched him a couple of times to get other people killed. He was not playing greedy.
Always looking for that +1. Who's in the back here? 9. 9 doesn't have an awful lot of mana, but he doesn't have an awful lot of care either. Nothing to stop him. Absolutely nothing to stop him. In the middle of 5 heroes. In the middle of 5 heroes.
Done gaming.
Oh, that, yeah. No balls on that guy. Top lane, Skitter. All the way towards the tower. Tier 1 still alive, but the skeletons looking to try and bring that building down. Hester Joe going to cut the wave. Storm zipping all the way forward towards Nyx with a cheap, is that recall back? Yeah, the recall back. Of course, these magical combos you can pull off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They can't push. That's the thing. Espada does not have any kind of opening. They have no stuns, so they can't initiate the fight. The Treant Protector Still 800 gold away from his Blink Dagger. Sun issues. I don't see Phoenix casting Supernova.
Just close the curtain. Get rid of that glare.
Also, I love Keeper of the Light pick after the Phoenix. If Phoenix uses ulti during the nighttime, it becomes a daytime. So Keeper of the Light Aghanim Scepter will heal.
That's pretty
It's
nice.
about those little things, Gary.
It sure is.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, the little things. Storm Ball Lightning with recall. Never forget what Alliance used to do with Chen and Storm. The S4 Storm getting sent back to base over and over.
And this Undying is just a free kill. He can't show on the map. He just did.
He is very dead. Oh, maybe not. Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin. It automatically comes out. Nyx. This is why you can't call yourself something that sounds like a hero name. 9 invis behind Nyx, Misha, and BZZ. With Emergent just offset behind.
He's gonna ult it.
There we have it. Overgrowth. Suicide from the Bloodstone.
He lost 6 charges from that. He's gonna respawn. Good play from Espada.
Finally setting up the bait, the trap. 9 no longer completely invulnerable. We'll move forward to try and reclaim some of these Bloodstone charges. Misha drops down the Tombstone on the high ground. The disarm is there onto the Storm, so 9 has to zip away, and Misha yet again survives. But a smoke from FNG in the back. Kotl, Legion, and the Earthshaker. Ready to jump in. Nyx here with BKB ready. Not going to get the button pressed fast enough, and they move forward. But the Sunray, is that enough? Will keep him alive through it all, but finally dies. Gonna get the kill. Now the Blink and the Echo. PL caught with a Vortex there. He will surely die. This Supernova can't last long. It's nighttime, daytime, nighttime. Shut it down as BZZ hides in the trees. But they've got reveal. They see him, and he's moved away. His friendly trees. They don't protect him now. The Fisher there is a little bit awkward, but Biva jumps forward with the help of the Illuminate. They will move in towards the tree and kill. Break the trees down, tango them, cut them, whatever you must do, because a 5-man wipe is what Team Spirit gain.
Yeah, and Storm Spirit got every single charge from that kill. Wraith King is getting bigger, getting closer to that Radiance. I really don't see Espada making something magical happen because they have nothing to stop this push. They have no lockdown for Storm Spirit. Huskar has Hex queued up, but it's gonna be a long time for him to buy it. He needs at least 5 more minutes.
He's TPing straight into the middle of them as well. He's tanky. And I think Team Spirit will give up their ideas of finishing that tier 2 for now. And with 25 seconds left until the Roshan fast spawn, Espada definitely going to have that in the back of their heads. So what we're looking at, you said the Radiant's nearly here for Wraith King. Give them another way to deal with a PL who feels like he hasn't had any impact this game. This Phantom Lancer got the Diffusal Blade, got the Hood, now has a Yasha, but hasn't had any great showing in any of the team fights so far.
It's hard for Espada to start a fight. No stuns. They can just wait for Team Spirit to overextend. Now, Treant Protector is going to have a Blink Dagger, 300 gold away, so that might be the big item coming for them. Oh!
And there's a TP cancel. Just about gets it from Nature's Guys. Another smoke from Spirit though. Earthshaker. Blink, no echo. Hunting in the jungle, looking for anyone that is lurking around, straggling from the pack. And it will be Misha that's all alone. Very simple takedown, up to 16 now for Storm. Oh, maybe not. Living armor. That is obnoxious. Misha finally dies. Took a little bit more than 9 expected.
So 9 has one death, but actually didn't die because it was a suicide.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Huskar, yeah, that hex is gonna mean a lot, but it also means that Team Spirit is gonna have another item storm. Getting closer to Orchid also. If you look at the vision, again, Team Spirit winning the vision game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, 2 deep wards, and they've got 2 heroes that move straight in. That short-range blink, not seen anything like that before. Not going to get the dual win, but Damage dealt. Immersion and BZZ still going to battle it out. Oh, in the back, Biver found by Nyx, and that is a good takedown as Espada finally find themselves a little break and push Team Spirit back away from this bottom lane. BZZ is just going to go in for more. Legion, Overgrowth with the root there. The Meteor Hammer on top. Not going to land, but they've got the Rod of Atos to fly forward. Hester Joe turns to fight Nyx. And it will be Immersion that sets it all up with that Rod of Atos.
Meanwhile, you have Wraith King, who's creep skipping the wave. On top, Storm Spirit on the bottom. Another Regen rune, just zipping from one lane to another. Everything Espada is doing right now are pretty much just empty kills.
Oh, does he? Yeah,
He's gonna
go on, get it. No TP scroll on 9.
Recall.
Maybe a little bit worrying. Tombstone gets dropped. 9, yeah, there's the recall, like you said. Brings the Storm back to safety. They're pinging this. BCZ wants in. FNG. Is this an easy kill? It looks like it. The blink back from Tree, and he must have double tapped it because he jumps away and FNG survives.
I think he misclicked. He wanted to cast Meteor Hammer probably.
Oh.
Or misclicked the Leech Seed. I don't know what happened there.
I'm not too sure either. Either way, that smoke broken by the Treant. So BCZ gets something out of it even if FNG survives. Opens up a bit of space.
Big zip.
Oh god. Yeah, this ward gives him a nice little dual win on Immersion. Should give an indicator there to Espada that Team Spirit can see what's happening in the jungle. 9 now, spots out Roshan's alive, Aegis and Cheese being held by the big man. They do not want to give this to the Radiant.
Yeah, when you have 2 cores who have hexes queued up and they're not intelligence heroes, you know you didn't think your gameplay, game plan, and the whole team structure through really well.
Mistakes were made somewhere through that drafting phase. They are realizing right now. When you said 2 hexes, I was like, which heroes queued it up? And I was like, is it Phoenix? Is it and then you said not Int, and I was like, oh, it must be PL. Poor little PL. It will help them against the Storm, but you know, you were talking about this Wraith King reincarnation mana cost and how PL is meant to do reasonably well against the Wraith King throughout the game, but it's getting to that point where Wraith King is going to have the safety net. He's got the fallback plan.
Phantom Lancer doesn't counter Wraith King anymore. That's the thing.
Scythe of Vice on Huskar with a smoke towards Roshan. How we're looking, 9 with about half mana here. Skeletons might just scout and break the smoke, and yeah, 9 is out. Biver, Doppelganger up towards him. Fisher will slow things down, at least for now. Echo Slam a little bit wonky, and he will die. 5-man rotation in, opens up Roshan for Espada.
He tried to use Echo because his Blink Dagger was on cooldown for another second, just so he can run away. They don't need the Echo to defend the base. Fisher, overwhelming odds, and
Illuminate.
Keeper, yeah, it's more than enough.
Can they stop this, though? 9 down bottom. Middle lane Hester Joe shoving that wave out. Skitter nowhere near as FNG is pinging and spamming his Wraith King to come. They've dragged 9 from across the map with the recall. Roshan down to, what, 1,000 HP? He's dead. Aegis and Cheese on the floor, picked up by Nyx. Contest from Team Spirit still going to come forward. 9 zip in and zip out. Toying with Espada for now, but it feels like Last Chance Saloon with this Aegis and the Cheese. They've got to end this game right here, right now.
Yeah, it looks good on the paper. They need to do it. Huskar has Hex, so their pick-off power is way stronger. I love what Phoenix is doing. He knows that he can't feed the Legion Commander with the duel, so whenever he jumps in, he just uses the ulti and Legion Commander kills the egg, doesn't get the damage.
Oh, BKB Storm. Wraith King. Is he making Shiver's Guard? Yeah, Wraith King's making Shiver's Guard. Legion going for Halberd. Plenty of ways to deal with this Huskar, but also with the PL. It's kind of funny that Wraith King has become the PL counter now. Radiance Shiver's Guard. What's PL going to do? Team Spirit, you know, like you've said throughout this game, it's been 33 minutes of pretty much outclassed in the ward department. Every single one of these observer wards has been spot on.
Now BZZ had enough. He bought a gem. They want to get rid of the vision.
It's about time.
Radiant are scanning.
So that's Shiva's guard and almost level 20 on Wraith King.
A hard knock life for this Phantom Lancer now. Smoke up from Espada, moving up through their own ancient area. No vision for them, though. They're going into this completely blind. The smoke from Spirit broken immediately. Tombstone down with a dive forward, breaking the ranks of Spirit. They've spread 2 and 2, northwest and southeast.
Oh, look at the damage.
Oh my god! Skeletons! 35 bonus attack damage on Skellies. 9 goes in, break the living armor. 3 more hits. Come on, you can do it. No! LTW, doppelganger over. Now, purge from the diffusal blade, slowing him down, but 9 gets recalled back home, or at least towards the Kotl.
This Treant is just pain in the ass. If they didn't have Treant this game, Team Spirit would just split push.
It would be super over. We do have a heart now on Mr. PL, so Scyther Voice will have to wait for now. Big zip in from the storm. Phoenix caught. And with that Orchid, Soul Burn. Immersion doesn't last long as a Legion duel somewhere in the back, but Biver getting burnt down by the Diffusal Blade. ILTW on a killing spree as Nyx has found the Legion in the back end as well. Espada, not a bad fight for them, especially when Team Spirit are the ones initiating.
Yeah, this build on Huskar is really paying off. The side of Wise can pretty much solo kill anyone. Has 1 more slot. I'm not okay, he changed it. I was about to say that Shadow Blade is not going to be the best choice because he's going to run out of the items.
What are you doing up there, BZZ? Devording, huh? 9. Losing a decent chunk of mana there to PL Illusions, but a quick ball lightning and another recall down towards the southeastern part of the map, near to where Nyx is lurking. Huskar, Aegis still up for a minute and a half, so he's got a little bit of time there, but no real room to maneuver.
They lost the gem, and Keeper of the Light also bought the gem for himself, so that means Espada is gonna lose the Ward War again. They have 0 wards on the map. Okay, they actually have one here, but they're not playing that aggressive. They're not playing in that part of the map.
And what do they have left? They've got Cheese on PL, but Aegis should be gone in 1 minute. 1 minute on Aegis. And with Undying getting jumped like that, 9 making it look easy. Sunray, but the BKB from Storm gets shown off. The Supernova down as Nyx jumps forward. Immersion will get the full cast out from Supernova. Doesn't really accomplish a whole lot though as BZZ pops out the Overgrowth, trying to catch someone, not entirely sure who. Both ultis pretty much wasted there in a defensive manner from Espada. LTW out in the open. Blink Echo with a duel forward. Hester Joe's gone in. The heal. Sunray, living armor. Keep the PL up and running. Can you do it? No, you cannot. Shut down by this Legion Blink duel as Nyx goes in with the Hex and the BKB. Taking out the easy target, the wounded, the weak FNG. At the back of the pack will die, but now Nyx is the one in a 1v3. All alone, high and dry, Skidder stuns, and Biver has the chain disable to bring this Huskar down. Can they finish him with the damage, though? That is the big question. Disarm onto the Wraith King means that he can't whack down Nyx, and this Undying, causing a few problems. The Tombstone is a bit obnoxious, another Hex, and another Life Break means Biver's gone. No more chain stuns. Reincarnation from Skidder available, but I don't know if they can fight around it. Sunray stops any chance of a blink. Tries the TP, but you're right, they reclaim the gem.
This is the first time that we see the real combo from Espada. This Huskar seems unkillable right now if they just play around him. Okay, look where the lanes are standing right now.
Are you telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance. There's always a chance, Gary.
Espada potentially in a position to catapult themselves.
You might lose your virginity, just kidding.
Wow! At least someone thinks that. I've been wondering for 29 years. Forgotten what I was going to say now. God damn it. God damn it. 38 minutes. Wraith King dead for 36 seconds with no buyback for Skitter. 9 trying to shove out top lane as best he can. Espada, they've got ultis yeah, they've got the full combo ready. Overgrowth, Meteor Hammer, and Supernova. ILTW, very tanky with their heart. I don't want to say comeback because they still feel like they're in an awkward position.
Oh, this tower on the top lane is almost fully healed.
It was on like 70 health when the Storm left it.
Okay, they're in their base. Huskar has full Satanic, almost level 25. Those Burning Spears, pure damage, they're gonna make a huge difference.
High ground top. Hester Joe there with 9. Glyph forced out as BZZ will living armor the crap out of that tower. Tier 3 bottom though. Looks like Nyx has got his eyes on that. No Aegis, remember. BZZ dies top, so Nyx goes in, gets the Hex, gets the kill. FNG taken out of the game. Can they convert this into more though? It's a bit of a race here. Racks have fallen top. The Radiant, oh, they're going to get the trade. They're going to get the trade. Full lane bottom does get taken down. Will the fight break out though? The Storm zipping all the way back to the shop to buy a TP scrolls, and now they transfer. Bottom to mid. Skitter in the middle. Shiver's guard out as Biver does blink himself away from danger. ILTW wanting to get a little bit involved. Now Storm on top of the Huskar. BKBs are there, and Skitter, he got the stun initially, but this Sunray, the turnaround from Nyx, he absolutely blasts Hester Joe. Removed from the game with no buyback available. The Blink Echo. Biver's in, but the damage isn't enough. The Supernova is beautifully on top of them. Misha finally dies. Storm disarmed and forced the ball lightning back. But Team Spirit, they might be running out of gas here.
Yeah, they have nothing against this Huskar now. He didn't even use Satanic in that fight. He just doesn't care. Stands the ground, level 25, Burning Spears, pure damage.
9 back into Fountain. Two lanes gone.
Yeah, they're getting the kills, but they are losing the Raxes. This is the last side for them.
Huskar now given the cheese by ILTW. BKB and Scythe of Vice ready again. Blink in Skitter with the help of the Storm, but the BKB from Nyx. Life break back and 9 hexed up. The Storm's in trouble, but getting saved up potentially by FNG, and now a ball lightning back. They're still trying to focus this Huskar down. BKB's worn off and the Hex isn't ready, but he's so bloody tanky. Burning through that Satanic, he's healed himself back up to full. Skitter, he's wandering around. Where do I go? How do I fight? The Storm disarmed again. Needs to zip behind for the Phoenix. The silence from the Orchid and Immersion will die. Beyond godlike 9, he's keeping Spirit in this game, but the buildings are falling. The most important part is you are losing your barracks. And with Nyx taking Storm down, 20 seconds without 9, he might just have to buy back. There's the blink, the duel forward, but BZZ, Overgrowth and Meteor Hammer. Nyx has died, but Team Spirit are losing their base. The final melee Rax is full HP, but ILTW will not destroy
give
the
this man a
final
rampage.
buildings. BZZ gets himself out of the base, but the final Fissure allows 9 to zip forward, and the rampage is there. Storm Spirit gets it done. They do not get mega creeped. Team Spirit stay in the game.
That's the last set of Raxes. I'm not sure what happened there. Huskar had both Cheese and Satanic. I think he used both of them at the same time. Phoenix doesn't have a defensive item. Okay, he
does now.
He does now, BKB, because there was a Storm Spirit always jumping on him, just killing him. Storm Spirit, Arcane Rune, level 25. They have 2 sets of Raxes. Already buyback committed from Huskar. Let's see, who has a buyback?
That's a good question.
No
PL
one.
does.
No one on the side of Espada.
Yeah, Phantom Lancer's the only one, right? But he might have to use it.
Yeah.
He might have to use it now. They're coming. The skeletons are coming. Bruce Campbell and his army of darkness. Skitter breaches high ground. Smoke up behind them. FNG, Hester Joe, and Biver all ready to strike. 9 zip in and zip out, looking for that bait play. Sees the Phoenix, forces the BKB immediately from Immersion. Does get the Rod of Atos back, but can they follow through? Tier 3 still alive, so no break there for Spirit. Playing patiently and retreating, as Espada do have 5 alive now.
Roche is up. That's Refresher Shard. Oh man, Refresher Shard on Legion Commander. If Team Spirit wants to win this game, they need to lock down Huskar with Legion Commander. I think he should be the one getting the Refresher Shard.
Where's my Wraith King Aghanim Scepter? Forget Silver Edge. Get your Ags. 9 able to traverse all the way across from Roshan Pit to bottom lane to clear out these waves. Smoke from Espada though. Top lane needs clearing, and that's Misha's job. Undying, unfortunately, relegated to defensive duties. LTW and Nyx connecting with BZZ down at bottom, but 5 heroes from Team Spirit are all in this area, and I think it's smoke time for them. They've grouped up, but they've got one in the backpack of the Keeper of the Light there, not using it just yet.
Double damage.
5 observe wards and 3 sentries. FNG's got so much vision in his inventory. Do they catch anyone here? BZZ hiding pretty deep in the trees. They'll be perfectly fine.
This Phoenix needs to be careful. I don't think we saw one combo from Phoenix and Treant Protector this game. Because they're just splitting, they have no control, so Storm Spirit can do whatever he wants in the team fight.
If they get jumped on, they kind of just have to be like, right, I'm casting all of my spells right now before I die. Now a Scythe of Vice on the Storm as well, fully completed. Aegis, Storm with BKB and Hex. Where did that? There's a refresher over on the Legion. Where did that cheese? Oh, Storm has the cheese as well. I'm blind, that's why. Final outer tower though, tier 2 bottom. It's taken them 45 minutes, but it will finally go down. Espada have to come back for defensive duties. Regroup themselves as BZZ looks like he's going to be cutting wave bottom. He didn't go for this one, did he?
Nope. Nope, Gary. Okay, so Rating is going for Silver Edge.
Okay. It seems pretty good up against that Huskar. Go on, my boy. Meteor Hammer. Yeah. You missed the range creeps. Get the hell out of there before Storm arrives. The second that 9 disappears off the map, BZZ is like, nope, I'm not showing anywhere on this map anymore.
Oh, another Arcane Rune for Storm.
Oh, that's real big. Especially with 3 active items now as well. FNG. He's placed a couple of his wards. Bermuda Triangle down in his Radiant Jungle. Even a nice little high ground ward here with a sentry. So you can potentially spot BZZ hiding in the trees all along this bottom part of the map. Man, the tier 3 mid is full HP again. What a ridiculous spell. Living Armor, you absolute beauty. What talents did he go for? Respawn time. Nature's Guy's route. 9 in with a BKB. Diving in tier 4s. Have you got that kill, Living Armor? Oh, keeps him alive through the soul burn. Misha going to be thanking BZZ for the rest of the day. The thing is, 9 didn't really lose that much. 1 charge of his BKB, I guess, is maybe a little disappointing to not get a kill there.
Yeah, but they still have 2 set of Raxes plus a Treant Protector. And Team Spirit only has 1 melee Rax. Storm Spirit level 25 also. Not sure what's more annoying to play against. That or Treant Protector. Phantom Lancer still has a lot of slots to fill. Level 23.
Yeah, when he gets that doppelganger cooldown, the hero changes pretty significantly. Espada, though, trapped inside their own base. No way to split push, no way to get outside. They really just have to wait for Team Spirit to come and knock on their door and make a mistake.
Espada is waiting for their buybacks to come online and Aegis to run out.
And Team Spirit just getting as much vision as they can. Make sure that Espada don't go for any funny business. Double damage. Spawns up at top. But when 80% of this map belongs to the Dire team, you can see from the graph that is the scenario that occurs. Very, very steep. Gains here for Team Spirit. Gold-wise, experience-wise, will start to plateau out as everyone reaches level 25. Or converges towards it. Who's this DD for then? 9.
Double damage.
Doesn't put it in his bottle. He uses it straight away.
So Aegis is gone. I'm surprised that Legion Commander doesn't have Heaven's Halberd.
Radiant are scanning.
What's she gone for? She had it queued up at one point. Went for the Shadow Blade, I guess, with the BKB. Hester Joe forced to use the BKB. Speaking of, Espada. Nyx has been stunned. Wraith King's in, and so is 9. Zipping back the Supernova on top, and that's a lot of damage with a lockdown in. They've killed off not only 9 Storm, but Skitter will lose his first life. Reincarnation expended, and potentially his second life gone as well with the reveal they have. That is Wraith King dead, with Storm for 90 and 50 seconds respectively.
And that's a full AC on Huskar. Huskar doesn't have a buyback. He sold his armlet. They want to go all in. Which team would you rather play for right now, Gary?
That's a really hard question. I think Espada, I want to be this Huskar, right? Everyone wants to be this Huskar in this position.
Yeah, there was always that one kid in the class that wanted to be the toughest one, right? And others were jelly. Like, I want to be like him.
That one kid that...
I want to be like that 8th grader.
Yeah.
Jeff, who's super handsome, has a blonde hair.
He has a
unlike
girlfriend.
Us gingers, yeah.
Us gingers.
I have a ginger beard.
Nice.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
The kid that was in, every band, played football and rugby and basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
And also he was 2 meters
Dire's
tall,
top shrine
had
has
muscles, was favorite amongst the girls.
was the first one to have a mobile phone.
Definitely.
Wore sunglasses indoors as well, you know. Baseball cap, you know, all that good shit. Smoke from Team Spirit as they see the Phoenix. No BKB time as the Legion duel after the Hex will secure them a beautiful little grab. They'll look for the second and it will be Undying. Hester Joe with the 2-for-1 special. Or maybe 4-for-1 as the 2 tombstones give them a nice bit of bonus gold as well. So that timing for Espada to go and push the envelope a little bit has yet again been cracked. Team Spirit bust them.
So we're in the same position that we were 15 minutes ago. Not much is happening. Phantom Lancer bought a book. He's gonna get himself to level 25 soon. Has a hex, so that's double hex. Storm Spirit doesn't know what he wants to buy. He's switching between Daedalus, Refresher Orb. He was thinking about casting the double BKB hex Bloodthorn. But I think just going for the damage is a better choice.
Another Arcane Rune for the Storm. Regardless of damage or utility, whatever he decides, an Arcane Rune's going to help him out.
Yeah, the problem is they don't have enough AoE to clear this Phantom Lancer illusions. Because you have a Huskar who's drawing a lot of attention in team fights.
Yeah, like everyone's itemization is like, I need a little bit for Huskar and I need a little bit for PL. Maybe that's the reason Legion doesn't have the Halberd, was like, it's just going to slow me down a little bit too much.
They could use Mjolnir, definitely.
Oh, that would be good. Looks like Assault Cuirass is coming up for Wraith King, so maybe Legion Mjolnir will make an appearance.
Now that Phoenix has Eon Disc, it means Legion Commander can't go on him and just kill him. So that's going to be a problem. Storm Spirit could try to go for a play, just deal some damage to the Phoenix before the fight. Proc the Eon Disc, go back, reset the fight.
Yeah, we don't have a Nullifier, do we?
Nope, no one has it. Storm Spirit could buy one.
It could be an option. Now, Storm Spirit, another option is not dying. Doesn't take that one. quick scythe of ice from Nyx just shuts him down. They're hunting for FNG. Oh, hello. Hello. Overgrowth will land. The root is there. ILTW with a double kill. Both Dire players do have buyback. Storm, of course, with the Bloodstone charges. 30 seconds until he returns. It's so hard for this Radiant team to shove in waves as well.
Roche is up. That's 4th Roche. Legion Commander still has Refresher Shard.
Why is he standing there? He's lost, dazed and confused. Blink duel in. Eon Disc be damned. Looks like they have managed to pop the Eon Disc without expending too much. And now Skitter coming in. Radiance Burn potentially showed his position. Now Misha, Glimmer Cape up. He knows the Wraith King's nearby, but Roshan's already dead. BCZ is here, ready to fight the Wraith King. Hasted up. Skitter will dance around, do a little pirouette as the Storm moves towards BZZ. In the back, we do have the life break forward as Nyx charges Biver down. No Echo Slam for you. Has buyback available and might be forced to use it, but Team Spirit, they are retreating. This is not a fight worth taking for them. Still Aegis and Cheese across the Huskar and the PL. They slow things down even further. Force a buyback from the Treant.
These heroes are running out of slots. Storm Spirit doesn't have enough to buy a reveal. Well, that's also a really big problem in the late game. You have heroes who are extremely farmed, and if they have a lot of invis heroes, you just can't kill them because no one has a reveal. One of your heroes dies. I mean, Storm Spirit can't have a dust right now or a gem.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, Skitter just walked into the fountain, told FNG, dude, I can't carry this fucking gem. I need my shadow, I need my silver. You know, he's just like, I cannot take this, please. And FNG, unfortunately, has to carry the gem. But then your gem is in the back of the fight and not on one of your initiation heroes.
This is a good pickup. I love it. Legion Commander with Aghanim Scepter, which means duel will last longer, and she only receives damage from the dual target. So if he goes on Huskar, I'm not sure if she can kill Huskar actually.
If Huskar gets Satanic off first, definitely not. I'm not even sure, just straight up.
8-second duration, full duration blade mail. That means 4.5 seconds.
With press the attack on. We'll see what happens. If Hester Joe prioritizes that Huskar or not. 9 again on that split push duty. Immersion has dived in. Refresher Shard with Eon Disc and BKB ready. ILTW dashing forward with that Phantom Rush. The life break over, and the Tombstone on that high ground means they will lose FNG. The duel in the back, but the overgrowth is good. Do they have anything more to go on top? There's a Supernova. The team fight being won by the Radiant. Espada move forward to 9. The long range dunk with a life break. 9 chased down, but not dead just yet. Will make his way back to Fountain, but Espada still with Aegis. Cheese on the PL in a position now to break this game wide open and potentially just put it to an end.
Legion Commander tried to go on a Phoenix. Couple of seconds on Eon Disc, 2.5 seconds, but still not enough to kill it.
Well, there's the break. Huskar drop low. Glimmer and Sunray gives them a ray of hope, at least, as the Storm pops the Eon Disc as well. But look at that Hex immediately onto 9. The Glimmer and the Force. FNG saves the day, but is it enough? Is it another Supernova? That's the Refresher Shard. Phoenix splits the fight once more. Opens up the melee racks. And Glyph is forced. Team Spirit looking to defend their final building. Skitter in on the front lines. Another blink with the BKB duel. The Blade Mail going to work and Storm Spirit on top. But the overgrowth again holds them in place. And Nyx moves on with a life break. Of course, this Aghanim's Hester Joe working out decently. But look at the spam. Undying Tombstone down. Zombie spawning from the ground. Skitter dead with his reincarnation popped, and Storm zip zap back and forth looking for immersion and finally finds it. But ILTW trades back. And Storm likely forced to use his buyback here as Espada looking for this final barracks, jumping into FNG. There's the Storm back in again, but Hester Joe can't deal with a PL. They can't deal with a Huskar. He will lose his Aegis, but he'll be straight back into the fight. Full HP, full mana. Look for the chain stuns. Biver, Fisher after Enchant. Skidder with the press the attack, whacking away at Huskar, but he's got spells, he's got Satanic, and 9 with a Glimmer Cape survives. FNG doing everything he can to keep them alive, and Biver, that's the Echo Slam we waited an hour for. An hour until we get an echo from Biver that saves the day, keeps their racks alive, and maybe Lacoste keeps them in the game.
Oh man, this Echo 4 or 5 man Echo Slam.
Whew.
They were fighting for over a minute. No one was dying.
What is this game?
Illusion.
So who bought back? Nyx and ILTW. They bought back right away. Let me just check who has a buyback. Wraith King, Phoenix, Shaker, and Undying.
Phoenix just buys a gem. 1,500 gold, has buyback. Team Spirit holding on by a thread. Hester Joe and FNG over on the Radiant side of the map. Biver here, 50 seconds until that goes back up. Phoenix, PL, and Huskar holding this high ground. Very difficult to push past, but Treant dead for 50 means there's no bloody living armor to deal with. Skitter down bottom, so he's the one going for the nullifier. Storm, Shiver's Guard over on him, down to 11 Bloodstone charges now. Oh, look at Biver's position here. Smoked, shadow bladed up. Invis will wear off now. I think that's the real PL, but ILTW's playing a few little games with them. Shadow bladed up himself.
20 seconds until Treant Protector. Ooh.
Skeletons are here.
Both Phantom Lancer and Huskar, they don't have boots in the inventory. They're 6 slotted with no boots.
Do they have moon shards yet? I
Nope.
don't think so, right? Does anyone? I don't think we've seen. No, not a single soul has a moon shard yet.
This will
So Espada yet again lose nothing as Team Spirit push up. Couple of buybacks earlier, yeah, of course, but building-wise, structurally, they are sound. Still can't believe that top melee Rax is still standing. And 1.5 minutes until the Roshan fast spawn. Skitter looking for immersion. Will jump in and pop the Eon Disc, so it follows up with a Hex from Storm. Look at Nyx moving in, but he's stunned with the Fisher. Supernova there. They've got the right clicks for the overgrowth, the combo. They've got the chain stuns, but immersion dies. Meteor Hammer over the top as LTW's BKB goes to work, and Skitter will lose his first life. But Hester Joe not life stealing fast enough to break through. 9 low mana, but he's got a BKB to play with as the Echo onto PL alone. Maybe buys enough space for Team Spirit here. Nyx life stealing up but broken. Can he stay alive through this? The Tombstone will help, but FNG's Illuminate
is ready.
keeping them up and running. Blinding light there onto the PL, so LTW cannot take down 9. Storm, the Glimmer and the Zip back, keeps 9 up and running. Back into the fountain he will fly. Legion dead, both Earthshaker and Wraith King forced to buy back.
This is pure madness, Janet. This is just insane. These fights are lasting for so long. No one has a buyback besides Undying. I just want to see Undying hitting level 25.
Do we have a gem? No, no gem on Treant. Skitter just walked straight on past him. Oh, whoa, Nelly. Gem for Kotl now, but 66 seconds with no Legion. Hester Joe dead for quite a while. Espada can't really make their way across the map quickly enough to exploit it. And how are we looking Roshan-wise? Give me that timer. Come on. 1 minute 55 seconds, so quite a duration to wait for the next Roshan.
Storm Spirit can exchange a couple of more items on him. Bloodstone is not doing that much right now. Kaya, he can always sell Kaya for something. Oh, Storm. Forced to use a BKB.
Overgrowth and Nyx here. BKB, do you last long enough? The Scythe of Vice into Scythe of Vice, but 9 will die, and that's 1.5 minutes with no Storm.
He has no buyback.
He has no buyback. 3 minutes. And 500 gold as well. Didn't even have the money for buyback, even if the timer was there. Top lane, Skitter in the base. Tier 4 is actually reasonably low HP. He's going straight for it. Living armor. Maybe a deterrent. Quick Rod of Atos out from the Undying. Aghanim Scepter for Bivard. Jumping over the top of the towers and looking to bring it down as Hester Joe arrives. They're going for the throne. They're going for the end. Glyph, a little bit wonky there. Misused, mistimed, but Nyx will get the kill on FNG as Skitter loses his first life. Big old AoE stun from the Wraithfire Blast, but they've got... Oh! Shadowblade dodges the Rod of Atos. No route over there as the zombies chase the Earthshaker and the Legion back. And that play, FNG gives his life to save the game.
Yeah, they just wanted to buy time, so Storm is gonna get out. Can they find Biver?
Oh, it looks like Hester Joe might have got the Undying. No, Biver! Oh, what's happened? He's echoed but not blinked. Oh, that is a tragic occurrence. Misha survives. Hester Joe finally takes him down, but the Burning Spears remove Legion from the game. 98 seconds, and Biver there. Role-playing has come with me throughout the Echo Slam before blinking.
Man, I was in that game.
I know you were.
Misha bought back. Look at Wraith King. He's just trying to make something happen. Just buy more time.
And he absolutely needs to. The only play that he can make is creating chaos up on this top lane. Storm is in. Engaging with battle. 2 tombstones, causing a few problems. Skitter and 9 need to deal with them. Dodge, dip, dive, and dodge back away from the zombies. Where Melee Rax 100% HP has healed back up to full. You are right.
So we have level 25 Treant Protector, 700 AoE Living Armor. Phantom Lancer is level 25 for quite some time. Phoenix needs to get to 25, and Undying.
BKB forced. TP out from Nyx up towards top. Nothing to stop him. Roshan. What are we on now? 6? 5?
5.
5. Another one here, potentially for Espada. Team Spirit, for sure, not giving this one up. And how are we looking for buybacks now? Storm, 30 seconds and 400 gold away. Huskar, a minute and 300 gold. PL, same story, just 600 gold. Wraith King, 4 minutes. Phoenix, 3.5. We've got Legion Commander and Treant with buybacks available.
Stupendous.
Roshan.
How much gold do you get from a Bantha Rune now? Storm Spirit is gonna go in. Let me check.
How much did he get? I was too slow.
250.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, hello. Team Spirit are in the Roshan pit. An unexpected maneuver with Storm so far away. As Espada, you know, just a quick trip, a bit of an experience into their brains. They're thinking, okay, Storm's bottom. There's no way Team Spirit are inside. They're just going to be standing high ground and defending with a standoff across the river, but they're wrong. The Roshan is down to about 2,000 HP. The Phoenix dives in, and now they see. They know what's happening. Overgrowth is good with Meteor Hammer over, but it's the BKBs that will come out to play. Roshan dead. 9 with the Aegis. Legion Commander looking for this PL. In the mix of things, they've got a side device down. The duel is there. ILTW is living armor on it, but he can't attack anyone. Blinding light out of the pit. The Huskar up on the cliff.
Standing on the Roche pit.
On top of the Roche pit. What's he doing? King of the castle. That's him. Nyx moving forward. Look at Hester Joe there with the root down. They've got the Legion trapped, but can they get the kill? Skitter's here with the Radiance, the burn. Another root forward with a tombstone drop. Life break in, and Nyx wants this kill. Slays the Storm, and the Aegis is gone. Legion buys back, though, and Skitter still standing his ground. He's got Reincarnation. Blade Mail and Shivers ready as well with the Wraithfire Blast. AoE spam. Shivers guard with that ball lightning in. Misha, the Illuminate, and now Biver in with a dunk. Gets them with that Enchant Totem, but no Echo yet. 60 seconds, of course, until they've got that going. They've got a Hex forward, and Nyx does get stunned up again. Another break from Skitter. This fight will never end because there's a Earthshaker is absolutely dancing around the base. You're right. Skitter has to come back to defend the throne. But around Roshan, we're not done. 9 out of mana, but is he out of time? BKB and Shivers again to ball lightning away. Keeps buying space for himself. Duel, Legion Commander. Thank you very much. I'll take that free damage. Gem on the deck. And BZZ, this might not have been free. Nice. Fisher, Enchant as well. Chain Stun is there. They've got the Shadow Blade to escape, but Hester Joe being burnt by the spears of Nyx. Team Spirit With 3 alive, move back in to continue the fight, and they finally bring the Huskar down. Buyback available, but he is dead for 2 minutes. And Team Spirit, do you not have any reveal? The problem that you talked about not 5 minutes ago. All of these heroes so fully stocked up, they have no reveal to see BZZ.
Everyone has reincarnation. There's a cheese. You have a Raid King who can't die. Then you have level 25 Undying with reincarnation right now. This Millerax on top is still standing.
I mean, the tier 3 mid was like 100 HP 20 minutes ago.
This Storm Spirit is triggering me. He has power threads in his inventory for, I mean, in the backpack for the last half an hour. Like, just sell that stuff.
Sell it and buy boots of travel.
But
dearie me. The never-ending game. 68 minutes, closing in on 70. Phantom Lancer, he's alive in 10 seconds. Oh, we've got moonshards now, finally. We've got some moonshards. So how are we looking? We've got buyback on Storm, yes. Huskar, Wraithkin 15 seconds. PL, yes. Legion, no for about 6 minutes. And PL he just bought out. What did he just buy?
Nothing. He just bought back.
The PL? No.
Wait.
The PL had buyback like 30 seconds ago. He didn't have this Manta before, right?
He had, yeah. He had a BKB, he had Heart.
He had Shadowblade, he had Hex, he had Diffusal.
Maybe he bought a Shadowblade. I'm not sure about Shadowblade.
No, he definitely had Shadowblade like 7 or 8 minutes ago. Well, whatever it is, he's bought something. Our minds are being blown by these fights.
Never-ending fights. They really last for almost 2 minutes.
Man, I really wish that Spirit had like an alchemist in this game so they could give Aghanims to people, then they wouldn't be wasting slots. Wraith King Ags, Biver, Earthshaker Ags.
Which team would you rather play for right now, Gary?
I don't know anymore. I think I'd still rather play for Espada. Just because, like, if Storm goes for one of those deaths again, the amount of panic that goes through your head, I don't think I could handle it. Like, if Storm goes and split pushes and gets rooted up, my brain's just going to go, nope, no, I can't handle this.
Storm Spirit didn't buy new item for quite some time.
8,000 gold saved up. What are we doing down here? Skitter is being pinned in. 4 Espada heroes all around him. Does pop himself invis for now, but that Sunray is doing a significant amount of damage. Quick overwhelming ults from Hester Joe, and Phantom Lancer really just wants to pop this reincarnation, it feels like. Doppelganger's the wrong way. Maybe looking for a secondary target, because Skitter now being focused down by Treant and Undying. They do finally get that initial kill, but it's opened it up for the Wraithfire Blast, spreading out with that AoE. The Scythe of Vice, the control, but the Force Staff back, and 9 with the BKB. Supernova comes down, but the Fishers blocking their path. They've got the duel forward as Hester Joe trying to take this damn BZZ Treant out of the game, but he can't do it. Lacking the damage. Another dive forward, the Echo Slam, not going to do a hell of a lot, but they've got a 4v1. Can they take down the PL? ILTW finally dies. BZZ moving in, but he's got nothing left to give. Spells, they're completely gone. Nyx is the only man left standing to put your faith and your hope in as Espada, but Biver, he's got the control. If he lines up this Fisher onto Nyx, he'll be able to save up Skitter and 9 and buy some time to open this map up, because in the back, Hester Joe has died to the buyback of ILTW, which did get forced out earlier on.
Hester Joe does not have a buyback. Look where the lane is standing. They could go through the mid, try to get the mega creeps, or just finish the game. 85 seconds without Legion Commander. 2 people bought back. Phantom Lancer and... who is it?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
Phoenix. They have buyback on Kotl in 35 seconds. He's alive in 54, so he'll potentially come back. But I fully agree with you. It is not looking amazing right now for Team Spirit. And that's why I said Espada. It's one of those panic moments where, okay, I said Storm. Legion Commander dying there with no buyback. My heart would be in my throat. I'd be like, oh god, how do we deal with this? Rod of Atos, root up on 9, forces out the BKB. Immersion, still sticking around. There's the root. Follow through chain stuns, not really available here. BCC looking to try and get that Nature Skies over the top of 9. The BKB from Immersion finally arrives. And looks like Storm in a little bit of trouble now will force out the deny.
They can't get into the base. Shaker can block them off as well. Bottom lane is standing here. Storm Spirit has a buyback.
Skitter's going straight on in. Immersion does have ILTW TPing up. This Phantom Lancer arrives and Skitter does have his reincarnation popped in the back. PL chasing back with the Scythe of Vice. Wraith King in trouble. The Blink Echo with the BKB from Phantom Lancer saves him up. Biver cannot do the trick. ILTW chasing in now. 9 has brought back. Wraith King will do the same. Everybody returns to the Colosseum. The Gladiators battling. 73 minutes so far. And Caesar refusing to give the thumbs up or thumbs down to one of these teams, making them battle until they're completely tired out. Assault Cuirasso Wraith King could be the tide turner.
That melee rack's still standing. Man, we were in the same position 40 minutes ago. No one took a building.
Oh, baby. Double damager in top.
So
Arcane Rune bottom. Come on.
Okay, what is Huskar doing? He has Helm of Iron Will, probably wanted to go for Nullifier, now has a Demon Edge, probably thinking about just buying the Rapier.
Anything on the Courier?
No.
Oh, it's MKB. He's got the rest of MKB on Huskar. Oh, so he's changed his mind twice then. You're right. You're absolutely right. He's going Rapier, but he's got the parts for MKB on Courier, and he's got the help. So he's changed his mind twice or 3 times. But look at this smoke coming in behind RTW. Invis Shadowblade as well, but they will wear off before they can make their way up the ramp. BZZ with Nyx. They see Skitter and Tombstone gets placed down in a decent position. They've got the Hex, long range with the life break. Press the attack does nothing. They've got the Glimmer Cape, the Rod of Atos, 4 staff back, but 9 is gone. 1.5 minutes without your Storm. Skitter now in trouble as well, and Espada, I think they might just have done it. Lacoste, they've taken down the 2 big cores. Reincarnation is there with a blink away. Skitter gets out of danger for now, but it's not easy. Nyx, super long range. Michael freaking Jordan dunks down on the Keeper of the Light. TP top from Skitter, trying to split push and break the base elsewhere on the Radiant side of the map. Biver with Blink Echo ready, but Nyx is on the throne. FNG with that Keeper of the Light blinding out the Huskar, but it's going to be too little too late, surely. Supernova zoning out the Dire team. PL, Huskar in on the throne. Biver can't do it. That Echo will do nothing. Over on the Radiant side of the map, they have lost.
This is it, Jerry, man. 75 minutes and 35 seconds. We need to stretch our legs.
Ooh.
Man, what a game.
I'm lightheaded from that one. 40-55.
I don't think I've seen longer fights in quite some time, I gotta say. Let's check the damage dealt by Huskar.
Dear Lord. Damage dealt. 88,000.
Oh, I expected more.
I mean, Storm did 93.
What about heal on Treant Protector?
Heal on Treant Protector. 32,000. Does that count building heal, though? I feel like it only counts hero and unit heal. I'm not 100% sure on it.
Ooh.
So that's a lot of heal there regardless. Graphs, let's have a look. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Absolute nonsense. It doesn't make any sense because that's what graphs...
What is that? Just some doodle.
That's the noise this graph makes. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll take a short break, guys, because dearie me, this series is a little bit special, apparently. Game 1, 70-odd minutes of action-packed, cracking nonsense. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Game 2 coming up. Best of 3 before a best of 5, which will be our grand final later on. So see you in just a little bit.